I said Lone selling 20K, but Two Alive sold 34K. And if Looks Could Kill doing bigger streams right now, how is it not going to sell more? Okay. Agreed. So I saw that stat. I was just going to bring that up, actually. So you read my mind. Because Lewis was bringing that up too. But there's a lot more that goes into like first week sales. Because as we've addressed, the albums that are getting the most streams, actually, let's go to that tweet. The albums that are getting the most streams aren't necessarily the albums that are getting the highest first week sales. Because radio plays is a factor. Let's see what else. I don't even know, bro. Like, you can just buy first week sales too. It really depends on how your label's finessing it. But like Jack Harlow somehow sold 55K or whatever it was with his last project, but I don't think that he got close to Yeat with here we go. Here it is. Biggest Spotify opening days for 2023. Yeat had 18.1 million and he sold 52K first week, I believe, with his last project, Afterlife. Now, Trippy did 12 million, yet he sold 55K with Mansion Music. Okay, so that's one statistic. And then Jack Harlow, I think, also did 50 something K with 9.4 million. So something's not adding up, and I agree with y'all. It doesn't make sense. If you're getting more streams, typically that would mean that it's more organic than radio, which is essentially payola, because you can just pay the radio stations to keep your song in rotation. I don't know how it's calculated, where if they can calculate how many people are listening to that radio station, and that's one listen, even though they're only playing it once. I'm not entirely sure. Of course, streams can get botted too, though, but I think it's going to be less payola essentially than radio, but still. So I get your point. It's a stat that we posted yesterday where Destroy Lonely was getting more streams, or had a higher debut for If Looks Could Kill than Two Alive, which ended up selling 34K, I believe. So Destroy Lonely, If Looks Could Kill versus Yeat's Afterlife. If Looks Could Kill did 8.9 million. Afterlife did 18.1 million. So it's not going to get... So Afterlife, let's just do this math. That sold 52K or 54K, can't remember. 8.9 is like less than half of that. So that means it has to be below 26, right? 26, 27K first week sales. Now, I get what you're saying though before, where we also did a comparison to Two Alive, because I feel like If Looks Could Kill, yes, it's his second studio project. No Stylist was his first, and Two Alive was technically Yeat's first, but I like to kind of compare it to Up to Me, No Stylist to Up to Me, because there was a lot of hype behind Up to Me because of the TikTok songs on the album. But as I was saying, so Two Alive did 4.5 million, whereas If Looks Could Kill did 8.9. So that means if Two Alive did 34K or 32K first week, that should mean, if we're using this logically, that Lone does 60, right? But that's just not happening. Again, there's something fishy going on. I've been trying to tell y'all for the last couple of weeks. I don't think there's any way to even know, bro. Especially with, I don't even know how to calculate it. It doesn't make sense. It's like, how did Yeat get 4.5 million streams for Two Alive and sell 30K, but then do 18 million on Afterlife and only sell 52K? It don't make sense, because that's like a fourth. It's less than a fourth of the streams. So that means it should be less than a fourth of the first week sales. So 52 divided by 4 is what? 25, 12. That should be like 10K, bruh. It was projected to sell 70K, but then the stream fell off towards the end of the week. I mean, that happens with every album. I don't think that that's like a differentiator, really. With because when you're comparing Destroy Lonely, like, I definitely listen to it more the first night or the first day than I am even right now when it's a Sunday and it dropped Friday night. So that happens with literally every album. I don't know if that's something you can compare, that only Yeat's album or streams fell off that week, whereas Destroy Lonely's didn't, because that just, and the week hasn't even ended. But yeah, I stick to my 10 to 20K. It really depends, honestly, how many albums the label buys. It just is. Bob, think about it. 2023 has the potential to be absolutely legendary if Cardi, Uzi, and Travis all drop albums this year. Also, Trippie got some potential. I mean, I don't see any really potential in a Love Letter to You 5 right now. I just feel like the snippets we've been getting are like sad emo rap, where I just feel like, I've already given y'all my opinion. I just feel like that wave is over. But for sure, Uzi, Cardi, Travis, among others, I feel like I'm missing some. Lone just dropped. Yeat is dropping another project after just dropping. Like this year could be fire for music. Fire. All the big names coming in, because I feel like there's kind of been a dead period the last few years, and that's why the underground been going up, because there hasn't been too much interesting music ever since, again, like 2016. Although there have been some good years since then. I feel like up until 2018 there was some good music, and then 2019 was kind of dead. 2020 was kind of dead, other than Eternal Take, and then A Whole Lot of Red. And then that's when like the underground started bubbling up.